Just minutes ago, we have a Dogecoin creator, Jackson Palmer, coming out to say that crypto is a scam. In this video, we are going to be addressing this issue. And I'm also going to be talking about why did cryptos crash? Why were they crashing? What is going on with the stock market, inflation, and much more, so stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, my name is Myles, and every day I make videos about Dogecoin and I cover all of the cryptocurrency news. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do not miss these time-sensitive videos. And if you want to get access to my day trade alerts when to buy and sell cryptocurrencies, you want to join the 4,000 member Discord, you want to talk to me on the phone so we can build you a portfolio and a bunch of more services, join the Patreon, which is in my top pinned comment or in my video's description. Now I'm giving away 200 Doge to one lucky winner this Saturday. All you have to do in order to enter and to win, to qualify, is like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow my Instagram and Twitter, and put Dogecoin giveaway in the comments. So we're gonna get started right now, but before we do so, please go ahead and smash the like button. It really helps us support the channel and cryptocurrencies. And additionally, how do you think inflation is going to affect the cryptocurrency market? A lot of people like myself call cryptocurrencies a form of a hedge against inflation. Do you think the high inflation rate, which is going to continue to rise, is going to help cryptos, or is it going to hurt cryptos? So one of the Dogecoin creators said that crypto is a scam. He started going crazy on Twitter, and he hasn't tweeted for a long time. But we're going to get into that in just a moment. But we're going to talk about why cryptos, the stock market is going crazy, crashing, going down, and so forth. So yesterday in a couple of videos, I talked about the inflation rate. The inflation rate is very high in the United States for the US dollar, and it's measured by the CPI, which is basically by consumer goods and consumer good prices. They're able to measure the rate of inflation, which is actually a lot higher than they expected. So with the inflation rate, that causes a lot of fear and panic in the stock market, and they expected the inflation rate to maybe be better. So with anticipation of this reading coming out yesterday, the last couple of days and the days leading up for it, there's a lot of people selling off their cryptocurrencies, their stocks, in anticipation that there might be a stock crash, crypto crash the other day, which we basically had a small little crash anyways. All of that is just fear and anticipation of some bad news happening, which really wasn't even that bad. Yes, the inflation rate is very high, and the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell came out and addressed this today. He spoke to Congress and he said, yes, inflation is high. It's going to continue to get high, but we believe later towards the end of the year, that's going to taper off. That's going to be very good for stocks and crypto. However, at least in the short term. But inflation is very good for cryptos fundamentally, because cryptos have a deflationary nature, especially Bitcoin. Bitcoin cannot be produced more than there already is. There's 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be created. No more can ever be put into the outstanding balance or coins of Bitcoin. So that makes it, in a sense, deflationary. Ethereum is going to be deflationary coming with this update. There's other cryptocurrencies that are deflationary, but there are some cryptos like Dogecoin which are inflationary. But the inflation rate is really not as bad, especially compared to the US dollar or any cryptocurrencies, especially in the fact that Dogecoin has an appreciating ability. It appreciates very fast, very strong in each and every single year. Since its creation, it appreciates in value, which overcomes any form of inflation anyways. Now, the high inflation rate is not good for the economy. It's not good for the stock market. It's not good for a lot of things. It is good for cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies, yes, aren't seeing a direct effect right now, but in time, people will begin to realize that they don't want to put their money and hold their money into a depreciating asset such as the US dollar or any other crypto or any other currency for that matter, but they want to put it into an appreciating asset, something that holds and sustains its value, but not only hold and sustains its value, grows in value at the same time. Additionally, something that is not inflationary. So there's going to be a massive exodus in the future, especially in the next coming years, from people from fiat to cryptocurrencies. Right now, we are seeing the development of cryptocurrencies, especially Dogecoin, for transactional uses, to buy houses, to get mortgages, to do a bunch of things with it. Ethereum and a bunch of other cryptocurrencies are working so that this will be possible in the future, especially Cardano. Dogecoin, I think, is going to have a very strong part to play in the future, especially being that its transactional value in the future will be pretty much zero. So a lot of other cryptocurrencies are expensive to transact, to make small transactions, even bigger transactions. You have gas fees, you have a lot of things that are associated that, in comparison to Dogecoin, become and make Dogecoin the most elite form of cryptocurrency for that type of usage. But getting back to the Fed Chair, Jerome Powell. So he said, yes, this is happening. Inflation is happening. However, we as the Treasury are able to combat inflation with interest rates and whatever they need to do to get it done. So in the worst case scenario, the Fed can raise interest rates. They can lower interest rates. They can do whatever they need to do in order to combat inflation. And a lot of this has happened because of what has happened the last year and a half or so with this sickness that you all are very familiar with. I can't use the word because it demonetizes my videos. So we are still recovering financially and economically from what has happened, not only in the United States, but all around the world. And eventually, in a year or two, we will come back up on top. We will recover very strongly in the stock market and many other markets, including cryptocurrencies. Now, we have a couple of pieces of news to get to before we talk about what the creator of Dogecoin said. And look at this. New York Giants star Saquon Barkley will take all future endorsement money in Bitcoin. That's very bullish. A lot of people are wanting to accept cryptocurrencies only, especially with the high inflation rate. Why wouldn't you want to accept an asset that grows in value by at least 200% every single year? We have the SEC delays decision on the Wisdom Tree Bitcoin ETF. So the Securities and Exchange Commission has asked for comments regarding the Wisdom Tree's proposed Bitcoin ETF. Now, why is this important? So people have been trying, financial institutions have been trying to get a Bitcoin ETF. Many people have tried to get it done, and it's looking like this one might get approved. There is no Bitcoin ETF yet approved by the SEC, but when there is, it's going to be very, very good for cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, all of our favorite cryptocurrencies, because it's going to potentially bring trillions of dollars into the crypto market through a Bitcoin ETF. So we are definitely looking forward to this, but we definitely need this as cryptocurrency holders. It will happen, but the matter is when. So they are just questioning for public feedback to see why this should be done, this and that, so forth. So hopefully here pretty soon we can get a Bitcoin ETF, which will skyrocket the price of cryptocurrencies, in my opinion. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. So the Dogecoin creator says crypto is a scam. Jackson Palmer went on Twitter for the first time in 2 years to remind us that the wealthy are ruining everything, even cryptocurrency. So he had a storm of tweets to say. Maybe you guys should check them out. So let me go ahead and read his tweets. After years of studying it, I believe that cryptocurrency is an inherently right-wing, hyper-capitalistic technology built primarily to amplify the wealth of its proponents through a combination of tax avoidance, diminished regulatory oversight, and artificially enforced scarcity. So Jackson Palmer was one of the creators of Dogecoin, and I believe he kind of just cut his ties with Dogecoin and cryptocurrencies a couple of years ago. I'm no expert on who this person is, but he's definitely against cryptocurrencies right now. He even goes on to say, despite claims of decentralization, the cryptocurrency industry is controlled by a powerful cartel of wealthy figures who with time have evolved to incorporate many of the same institutions tied to the existing centralized finance system that they supposedly set out to replace. So he just goes on bashing cryptocurrencies and so forth, basically calling it a scam. Now, I think this guy is totally wrong, and I can care less what he says. He's no longer involved in cryptocurrency. He's no longer involved in Dogecoin. So maybe he's getting paid to say this. You know, maybe some institution is paying him to say this. You know, and he's like, he attacks the right wing in a capitalistic society. So obviously, he is totally against a political party. He's totally against, you know, the capitalistic sense and understanding of the US government and how this country was founded. So, you know, it's just his very strong, disturbed opinion, in my opinion. So, what do you guys think about this tweet? What are your all opinions on Jackson Palmer? Do you guys think he's cool? Yes or no in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you think and feel about Mr. Palmer. All right, so we need to go ahead and dive into the charts. We need to find out what is going on with cryptocurrencies. Why are they going down, this and that, and so forth. So looking at the price of Dogecoin, we are actually seeing an inverse head and shoulders play out. This will definitely bring us up to 22 cents, 23 cents, hopefully here pretty soon. But this is definitely a reversal pattern playing out on the 30-minute time frame. We could definitely head lower. We've just seen a lot of very bearish momentum in all stocks and cryptocurrencies for a while. But at the same time, which is really, really good to see, The stock market is actually rallying right now. With inflation, we have some of these stocks, some of these indices at all-time highs. The S&P, I believe, broke all-time highs today, if I'm not mistaken. But if we zoom out, look at these major indices. We have the S&P 500. We have the NASDAQ. These things are just going straight up, parabolic. We have the Dow Jones just rallying. These indices are going up very good. And when these indices start pumping like they're doing now, they will definitely help the crypto market. When the stock market and these indices are down, it definitely affects the crypto market. It definitely does so, unfortunately, for the time being. But there will be a time when cryptos will be decoupled from the market, when people will make a massive exodus into cryptocurrencies. That's when there will be a decoupling. We're also seeing Bitcoin dominance lower, which is definitely very good to see. So Bitcoin dominance is about 46% remaining, 44%, about 43% is in altcoins. So the Bitcoin dominance represents the percentage of the money of cryptocurrencies in Bitcoin compared to altcoins. So Ethereum finally broke above 2,000. Everything is looking very bullish in the crypto market. Just looking with pure technical analysis, we are seeing also an inverse head and shoulders with Ethereum. This will most likely bring us to about 2,200. Hopefully we can continue to pump and rally from these lows. So a lot of the fear, a lot of the anticipation causing cryptos to drop were partly due to the anticipation of this reading for inflation. So looking at Bitcoin, we are almost about 33,000. This is very good to break out of these bearish areas, which were looking terrible. But like I said in my previous videos, we are in a tremendously oversold position. We cannot last, most likely, in these bearish formations for much longer. We've been beaten down for months now, and it's time for cryptocurrencies to take off, in my opinion. So there was a massive drop with Cardano. We've been calling buy alerts in the Patreon. And if you want a good platform to buy and sell cryptocurrencies like Dogecoin, Cardano, use my WEBULL link in my top pinned comment or my video's description. If you deposit $100, they will give you 2 free stocks worth up to $4,000, which you can immediately sell anytime. So Cardano, Bitcoin, all of our favorite cryptocurrencies are looking very strong, very healthy. Getting back to the Dogecoin chart, this is the inverse head and shoulders. We definitely need to come up to about 20 cents. Once we can come up to 20 cents, we could potentially have a breakout. That would bring us approximately to about 22 cents. So that's going to be the next move for Dogecoin. But for Dogecoin, what we need to look at is we have very strong resistance levels, about 22 cents, and the next one that we're going to have to break is almost about 23 cents. So these are levels that we're going to have to break past. So if we can continue to rally up past these, it shows us that we are in a confirmed reversal pattern to the upsides and that we are in an uptrend. So for the immediate short-term, cryptos are looking bullish despite the overall pattern being bearish. The immediate short-term is potentially signaling a reversal to the upside that we might start bouncing up and start seeing a lot more green. This is certainly a possibility. However, there are possibilities of more bearish news, more FUD coming out to drop cryptos even further. So those are possibilities that you must be aware of. So if you guys got something out of this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with some of your friends and family on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you very much.